This is my little channel where I ramble about all of my crafty adventures in knitting, crochet, cross-stitching, quilting, and whatever else I get interested in. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Today is currently April 30th, and I decided I would film a kind of bonus video this month, I guess, or for the coming month, because this will be my Stitch North video. So if you don't know, Stitch North is a cross-stitching retreat that's held in Brampton, Canada, near Toronto, every April, and I think there is also an October one now. And I went last year and I went again this year, and I had a great time. This retreat is hosted by Off to Grid Needle Arts, or Evertote. So that is a small business run by Carolyn. She is really amazing, and this is just a amazing event and retreat to go to. I'm sorry, I'm losing my words. And I have a great time every time that I go, and this is only my second time. But anywho, so this video will be showing the progress I made on the projects that I decided to bring, and then I'll do a little bit of haul and purchases, I guess. Haul and purchases are the same thing. Oh, and showing what I got in the quote swag bag. I don't normally do haul or purchases in my videos, so if that's something you're not interested in, I'll let you know when that portion starts, and just know that it's not part of my usual videos or part of my updates. But I guess let's get started. Sorry, I'm fighting a lot of allergies, and so there is a lot of throat clearing and maybe coughing. I am trying to keep hydrated with coffee, which is also dehydrating me, but it's nice to have a nice cold drink here. So, oh, also, I have to put it in my mind, but I did notice on my last two videos that if you do tend to watch me on 1.5 speed, that the frame rate gets a little funky, and I'm going to try to figure that out, hopefully for this video and future videos, so I apologize for my last two videos. I did start going back to using my video editing software that I had on my previous laptop. I was able to recover the product key for the Vegas Pro, I forget what it's called, video editing software that I use. This might be a rocky video, but I'm glad you're here. So I do suggest watching me on 1.5. I do tend to talk kind of fast, but I also tend to ramble and get lost, and I know everyone's time is precious, so I don't mind if you watch me on 1.5. But just letting you know that there might still be some kind of frame issues until I iron that out. Oh no! Oh boy, hopefully, I'm able to edit that out, and if I don't edit it out, that will just be great. I probably won't edit it out because I just probably won't. Hopefully it doesn't fall over again. I currently have my phone balancing on these two boxes and it fell over, and this time not due to a cat. So that said, hopefully it doesn't fall again. So I did decide to bring 4 projects with me to Stitch North this year. And the first project that I worked on was, I did spin my wheel for these, because I just could not decide what to bring. I always overpack, and then I always tend to bring things that I either forget the thread box or I forget my tablet for pattern keeper. So I decided to spin the wheel. I got 4 projects, and I made sure before I left I had everything I needed for just those 4, instead of packing everything I love and hoping for the best. So this actually turned out to be really good strategy for me this time. So the first project I worked on was my Christmas Eve sampler by Joan Elliott. And I am working this project on, let me see, I have these little handy project cards in here. I am working this on a 32 count Atlantis Lugana by Zweigart. And here is where I got, so each project while I was at Stitch North got at least a good 4-ish hours, 3 to 4 hours each. And so here I am. So I did a whole bunch more. Well, I did at least 2 or 3 of these reindeer and kind of finished up this house. I did more of the border on this side, and then I fully went over and connected it all the way across here I still haven't decided yet what I'm doing for the number portion in the middle. So on the chart, there is some numbers on the middle, and then there's a whole big alphabet, which I'm not a huge fan of. And I know this is such an easy chart to kind of cut things off. Like I could definitely just cut out the whole alphabet, which would save me a bunch of stitching. But I do like the little motifs in there. But I'm thinking of putting the year that I'm most likely going to finish it. So I think I'm good to say I can put a 2 and a 0 in there. And then for the alphabet part, I'm still debating. I might put me and my boyfriend's name in there, or something like Merry Christmas or Home Sweet Home. I still haven't decided yet. So that's where I am. I really do love this fabric. And it was kind of nice to work on like a monochromatic piece when I first came in. And I had a little bit of social anxiety jitters. So I did go to Stitch North this time not knowing anybody. And that is how I arrived last year as well. And I was, both times that I've gone now without knowing anybody, I've been welcomed to a table. And that has felt so great, especially since I struggle a lot with social anxiety. So I do want to thank all my table mates for gathering me in and welcoming me over. I really felt truly blessed to be welcomed by them. So that was my first project that I worked on. My second project that I worked on, I'm really trying not to knock this over now. I'm scared. Sorry. Second project that I worked on was my Epic Pokemon piece by Lord Libidin. So this is like the second version of this Generation 1 piece. There's another one that uses the sprites from Ruby Sapphire. No, oh my god, Ruby Sapphire. Ruby, oh my gosh, I forget what it was called. Ruby and Sapphire. Why am I so confused? But this one uses the regular sprites from Pokemon Yellow, Red, and Blue. And I was so motivated to work on this because there was a Gen 1 finish at the retreat, and they rang the bell and I saw it, and I went over to the person. Of course, I forgot their name, and I got to see it, and it gave me some motivation to maybe get mine done, because I am really almost there, everybody. So here's where I am. Isn't this crazy? So I wrongfully thought that this was at least 5 years in the making. I think it's at least 6 or 7. I definitely have to look it up on my Instagram. I definitely chopped a few years off of it, but I am so close. So this is on 25 count even weave that you get at Michael's that I hate and I will never buy again. And I am stitching this tent 2/1. So I worked on the bottom, and the frog decided to join right in the beginning. Because between these two panels, I was trying to figure out where the rest of Squirtle and Grimer were, and I found out that I had started the wrong page. So I instantly pulled out one whole column of black. So it wasn't so bad. I had no color yet put in, and it wasn't a full column. And then I got to work. So I had about an hour of frogging, and then I got to work. So Caterpie is looking so cute, and so is Zubat and Mankey. I'm really loving this. So I think my plan for this project is to put it on a hoop and leave it there and work on it every Friday until it's done. I think Fridays will be good. I tend to come home from work, take a nap, wake up, have some coffee, and then craft the entire night away. I'm hoping I'll get back into streaming on Twitch, and that would really help me get some work on this and minimize distraction. But this is so close. So I am loving it. And as burnt out as I'm getting on this piece, I so cannot wait to start Gen 2. But I told myself I will not start Gen 2 until this is completed. And I've also been trying to debate on how I want to finish this. I don't think I'm going to put it in a frame. I have a feeling I want to do like a kind of quilted back for it and have it hang on a dowel or something. I just don't see myself putting all of these in frames or displaying all of them at exactly the same time. I don't know. But that was my Epic Pokemon. I'm hoping for a finish. It'd be great. I am going to another retreat this year. I will be going to Stitch NJ, and that is in July, middle of July. It would be amazing if I would have a finish, especially of this piece for Stitch NJ. If you don't remember or know, I did finish my Mega Man piece. I might try again to start inserting pictures when I can. It was a little bit tricky last time and I was too tired to figure it out, so I just didn't. But I did finish my Mega Man Boss Select screen at Stitch NJ in 2019, and it just felt amazing to just hold it up, ring the bell, have everyone come over and look. And that was done on 18 count full cross, 1/1. I am no longer doing full coverage, full cross anymore, except for my Dark World map. Everything now is 10 stitch for a full cross because there just isn't enough time. But I'm really, really hoping this will be a finish next, not next year, no, this year, hopefully at the Jersey retreat. So stay tuned for that. The third piece that I was working on, which is in my new, so I'm going to show a little bit of haul early because I just decided to put this one right in the bag. I did Little House Needleworks. I'll show you. This is Little House Needleworks, Home of a Needleworker, and I put it in my new Sheba Designs bag. Oh, Sheba Designs was one of the vendors at Stitch North, and I absolutely love her bags, especially with the vinyl front, because me and my ADHD brain, if I can't see what's in it, it doesn't exist anymore. And of course it has lots of cats on it, which I absolutely love. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I also sat with her and her sister last year at Stitch North, and they are just so lovely. So I am working this on sorry, oh no, I might have lost a little tag for the fabric, but it's a color in cotton. I think it's like a 16 count, and it might be River Rock or something like that. And I am subbing a lot of color and cotton flosses and just lots of flosses that I have that I collected through the thread club, so barely any of the called for. So that's where I am. I had the roof and the windows done, so I started on the house and coloring in the windows and finishing, not really finishing, but continuing on part of that plant green that's down there. Love this. It was also nice to have some mindless stitching on the house while chatting and being kind of distracted at a retreat. So that was my third project that I worked on. Then my final project, which was the morning of the last morning rather, before the retreat ended at 12 on Sunday, which is very sad, was I Still Remember by Lindy Stitches. So this is a tribute piece for my ginger cat. So instead of the little brown cat, I am doing the orange cat version. And this is also so close to being finished that I really just need to finish this as well. This is on another beautiful color in cotton. I was in their fabric club for quite a bit. On a 32 count Belfast in Cornflower Blue, and I am working this 2/2. And here I am. I am so close. I really am. I just have to figure out a way to put this one on the Q-snap and get it done too. But I just get too burnt out, too distracted, and I just like to work on all the things. And if you haven't been watching my channel lately, I've been really into my knitting. So it did feel good to have a weekend of just cross stitching. So I did work on some of the green down here, and I finished more of the letters. So I think I finished, what is it here? I think part of the word things, and then now and have are all done. So I have to do some more of this little black work kind of stuff. Hopefully that showed. I just realized I was holding it kind of high. But hoping, I'm having articulation issues today. Hoping to have this finished this year as well would be really, really amazing. So that was what I worked on. Oh wait, no, I'm lying. I did have a mini new start, but that's kind of part of the haul. So if you're not into haul, this would kind of be the end of the video. Oh, I will show before I end, well, not end of the video, end of like the whip portion of it. I usually do travel with a pair of socks, either for appointments or traveling or flying, which was great. And so I decided to bring some knitting for the evenings in the hotel to help me wind down. And I got a lot of knitting done on my socks that now they're done. So these are just another basic rib sock by Kate Atherley, and they're knit in Peyton's Croy or Patton's Croy. This color with the self striping is blue raspberry, and the heel I think is just charcoal or black. So definitely nice and thick socks that are going to be for myself or donated to my church. I'm not quite sure yet, or donated somewhere because I have so many socks. They're not exactly identical, but they're close enough, and I love them. And these were great for knitting at the airport when I thought I was going to be stranded in Canada. Oh, I really do not enjoy flying. I'm either severely delayed or I have some weird thing always going on for me. And I did bring another project with me, but I will show that in my regular, I guess it would be May floss tube video or craft chat, since it's not really just floss anymore. And I'll show you my new start then. But yes, so now I will embark on the haul portion and swag bag portion of Stitch North. So, like any good crafter, I did try to have a budget. I went over just a tiny bit, I have to say. I also remembered, sorry, that I had gotten my tax return, which was very helpful. So let me see if I can separate out first, sorry for the crinkling, the stuff that was purchased and the stuff that came in the goodie bag, and stuff that I grabbed off the freebie table, which was just amazing this year. Okay, so I think I have organized it. Ooh, sorry for all the crinkling. I forgot I had a plastic bag in here. So for things that were part of, let me see if I can grab them all at the same time. That were part of the swag bag for Stitch North, meaning these are the goodies you got for free, which is always amazing. And honestly, like, it makes it so you really don't have to buy. You truly don't. Like, I went in there not planning on buying because I hadn't really been into my stitching lately. I've been more into my knitting. And so my first purchases were actually just project bags because I want to stop using so many Ziploc bags, and I want to stop having project share bags because then I have a hard time finding them. And then I did buy 1 or 2 charts. But either way, like, the free swag bag really just gives you, like, if you need a new start, you can. Sometimes there are things that are specific to the retreats that they put in, which is really nice, and you can get a start on. And sometimes there's like little pieces of fabric included. And then when you think about the freebie table, you really don't have to come to a retreat and spend if you don't want to. So this was one of the freebies included in our bags this year by Tiny Modernist. Always time for tea, which is really, really cute. And then this was being handed out. I forget her name. Oh, here it goes. Jacqueline Cohen gave out these little charts for everybody, which was really, really sweet. And it's a Stitch North exclusive. So it has a date on there and some cute little motifs, which I think I shall stitch. And then I really like this because my luggage tag did break from Canadian Stitchery. Create your own luggage tag, which is good because mine did not make it. So I would like to work on that. And then from, I hope I'm saying some of these names right, Gamma's Treasures. We got a little thread bed, which has a little kind of needle minder spot on it here, which is really sweet, and maple leaves on the back. This was my freebie in here that I forget who included these, but they're by Shakespeare's Peddler, and I ended up with the antique locks and keys, which I have a coworker I might make this for because she really, really loves keys, especially old keys like this. So this I'm gonna actually put to the side and make sure I don't put it into my hoard of stuff that then I forget about. I'm gonna put it in the pile of things I want to start soon. That's another way of putting it. Then I got Trillium by Anne's Crafts. Pretty little flower. And then also included was this Celtic bee, which is beautiful. It even has a little Stitch North logo on the top. Love, love, love this. Very, very pretty. I think this was from Texture Treasures, which who was a vendor there. They were really great. And then other goodies, let me see. This was the Evertote included one. Oh, I think I know what was in here, and it is now, yes, it is now in a little project bag, so I'll show you. But we got the Stitch North Needle Minder, which is beautiful and hefty and heavy, and I love it. I love me a heavy needle minder, a little lanyard, because they gave everybody a free, it was a welcome to Stitch North, and you were able to make your own name tag, which was perfect. So they gave you all the supplies, they gave you the lanyard, you chop it up, put it into here, and they gave everybody floss, though I picked another color for mine as well, and some linen, I think. And so I'll just show this now. This was another thing I bought from Sheba Designs, which is amazing. Look at it. Look at the black cats on it. So you know I had to get that in honor of my Sheba. I love it. And it's like a little project folio inside. So it has a little place, a little zipper pouch that's clear with vinyl. This is kind of textured. I feel like it is anyway, that I could also use it kind of like a thread bed. And then it has two little, well, one little folder spot, which is really, really amazing. So I am loving this. So that was one of my purchases that wasn't with the free stuff, but I had to show that because that's where I put the freebie that we got. And then I think that was it for the swag bag. I'm sorry if I forgot something or didn't show something. And now I think I'll go into what I pulled from the freebie table before my other purchases. So at the freebie table, I was thinking a lot about my mom. My mom wasn't able to come to Stitch North, but she is coming to Stitch NJ. She is doing great. For anyone following up on my mom, she's going through radiation. She's got about 2 weeks left. It has been really tough for her. As much as people said, you know, they didn't have reactions from radiation, or radiation was the easiest part, this is actually being kind of tough for her, and she is experiencing quite a bit of side effects. So at the freebie table, I had her in mind, since I have bought her charts and stuff in the past from like Tiny Modernist or other designers, and it's not quite her style. My mom, in her heart, is a full coverage fanatic. She loves dimensions. She loves all of that other kind of stuff. Like these other kinds of patterns or samplers, I guess more traditional. I don't even want to say traditional, but those kinds of things just aren't her style. So I went to the freebie table, her in mind, and I found this. She loves lighthouses, and I really think she would love this little bear and the globe. So this was a freebie that I grabbed from, and it's in Old Dimensions. So I'm sure she will love that. I didn't check to see if it, oh, it does give her the DMC. So that's really awesome. So she's going to be really happy with that, I think. And then I also picked up for her, and I'll help her with the back stitching, since, you know, she doesn't like back stitching anymore. And this one has quite a bit of back stitching, but my mom also loves carousels. And so I found this for her off of the freebie table. Again, another Dimensions. And I hope she will love that. I'll let you guys know soon. I'm going to see her Saturday or Sunday. And then I personally have been searching for a nativity to stitch. Maybe I will insert a picture of it here. A unicorn chart for me is this nativity by Dimensions, and it's out of print. It's really hard to find. Calico over on Calico Whimsy is stitching it, and it is beautiful, and I would love to own that chart. But I haven't found it yet. And so I went in the Freebie Table digging around for nativities, and I found this one, which I do like. I think I just might change a few things. I'm not crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I do like the text. I don't know yet. Maybe it's the fabric that it's on in the sample. But I grabbed it. I did like it. I just might not keep it. So that was my, oh no, that wasn't just my Freebie Table. So I also grabbed off the Freebie Table because one of my table mates gave us a sneak peek at what she was putting there. So I grabbed some beautiful, beautiful fabrics. And I've never had anything by Jody. So here goes. I also grabbed some 28 counts. I also am always happy to grab Ida. I love Ida. My mom loves Ida. I love it. So I got some Ida as well. I think this is some Ida here as well. I really did not need fabric, but these were too nice to pass up. This is Fabrics by Stephanie that I also picked up from my table mate. I think it was, I'm sorry if I get names wrong, Trina, who was very, very sweet, gave me a peek into her freebie bag before she put on the table. And these have some sparklies in it, which I love. And then I also got, and I don't have any of these, hand dyed by Rolanda. Look at that. So it does say it's about, it's a limited edition, 50 yards. So might be, might be nice for some kind of monochromatic piece. Well, not monochromatic, but using, you know what I mean. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, that was part of my Freebie Table haul. Ooh, going back to swag bag. I think this was part of our swag bag. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then inside it, I had put some of the smaller things that were in the bag. So we got a nice, oops, sorry to go back to swag bag. Nice pen from Melissa over at Sheba Designs. And a little needle minder from Rocky Mountain Needle Minders, which they make great needle minders. So that was a freebie in there, which I love. A little scissor fob. Someone else had given us an emery board, which is great if you snag a nail during a cross stitch retreat, and some tweezers. And then I think, did this have what else I was missing? Oh yes, I think this was a freebie too. This hand dyed by Rolanda also in Ruby Whisper. Beautiful, beautiful color. Love, love, love. Sorry, there's a bunch of birds at my bird feeder, like crunching like crazy. And I think, I think that was it for the swag bag and Freebie Table actually now. So now the rest are my, oh, somebody had given this pouch out. I forget. I am so sorry if I'm forgetting names. I did try my best to write things down, but I forgot. But this little Notions pouch is so, so cute. And came with some floss drops, which I might start using soon. I haven't been using floss drops at all, but it might come in handy for some future kitting up. And came with this really sweet, what do you call those? Needle threader. And a little zipper pull. So very, very sweet. I hope that showed up and I didn't hold it too high. So now I guess these are my own personal purchases. So let's start. More Sheba Designs. I got this little needle thread bed. You could guess why. It is just perfect. And then to go with that smaller project, pouch I got this big one, which I really, really love. It is gorgeous. Not quite sure what I'm gonna put in it yet. Definitely needs to be a big project, I think, in my opinion. But the cats on it are perfect. Here is the inside. Again, I love the clear vinyl, the pocket, and then I could also kind of use this kind of like thread bed-ish if I needed to. Love it. It is such a great idea. And it's floppy enough that, you know, it would easily pack into my bags or my backpack or my suitcase. It's not too rigid, which I really do love. So that was one of the purchases that also went along with, I showed you before, this smaller project portfolio. And then I also purchased, over at the Evertote table. Sorry for the rustling. Some things I kept in bags because then I didn't want to forget what was Freebie Table, what was swag. I got these, well, there was a fifth one, but it's with that new start of my name tag. But I got these flosses from Roxy Floss Co. that were being, I guess they were on clearance, but I love them. They can come to my collection anytime. And then I was thinking about me and my boyfriend, and I got for us these little Mill Hills in Zodiac. So I'm a Sagittarius and he's a Pisces. So I decided to get our two signs. And interesting, he's a water sign, I'm a fire sign. I'm not like super into astrology and stuff like that, but I never realized that like I was a fire sign and he's a water sign. Like, aren't we supposed to cancel each other out, or do we complement each other? I don't know. Then I also purchased my heart. I might have to find Caroline's conversion on it because it was just stunning. This was on display. I might be able to insert a picture of it here if I remember. This was Heartstring Samplery Hibernation Day, and it was just so sweet. I know it's hard to see, but I'll try to show it. I just love what it said on it because it just makes me think of me and my boyfriend. So it says, I love the snap of winter air and snowflakes on my face, how snowdrifts make the world disappear without a trace. I'll take a day dressed in pajamas in a room without a view. If I can spend the day curled up next to you, let's have a hibernation day, me and you. I love that, especially because it really speaks to me. In our current apartment, we have no view. We face another building. We can't really see the sky. So that was really sweet. I love that. I want to do whatever the conversion was. The colors were just amazing. And then I also decided to treat myself. The Artsy Housewife. I had never seen these before. I don't know how I missed these. I also am so behind on all videos, and so that also will explain a lot. I did not watch anything Nashville. Not that I'm not loving all of the designs that are coming out and not loving cross stitch. It just hasn't been my super passion these past few months. And I also just haven't been called to purchase. Truly, I haven't been called to purchase stuff, so I haven't been really wanting to look at stuff. But I did see this, which was really, really cute. So I got Vicious by the Artsy Housewife, and I just feel like that's my cats right there. Like anytime there was a plant nearby, they just, both of them, destroy. And this one came, I definitely treated myself. It came with the Roxy flosses. So I just have to pick myself a beautiful, beautiful fabric. And this is basically kitted up. Love it, I'm so happy. And then I did purchase one last fabric. I really didn't need to, but I did have a project of a bird that I wanted to start at Stitch NJ last year, and I skipped on getting the fabric. And so this year when I saw a yellow that I wanted, I didn't skip on it. So I did get this Lapin Loops Lugana Sunshine Days. I hope it's big enough. I didn't check the size. I didn't have the chart with me, but hopefully it works out. And hopefully, I'm hoping to bring this to be my new start at Stitch NJ, because I wanted to start it last year. I had the floss that I got. I think I got it, I don't know where I got it. It was like a beautiful purple. I'm pretty sure it was a Roxy or a Color and Cotton. And I was like, man, I should really start this bird. I had gotten the bird chart from the Freebie Table and fell in love with it and wanted to get it started right away. Missed out on the fabric that I wanted for it. It was sold out by the time I went back to the room. I think it was by Grace Notes. And I don't want to let that happen this time. So that might be my Stitch NJ new start. and that'll be the fabric for it. And I think, folks, we have made it to the end. So sorry for a super long video. I won't be including any books in this since I just mainly want it to be my Stitch North kind of recap. And that's it, I guess. Sorry, my brain is really foggy. I also had like a week off of work. We are on spring break, thank goodness, but my allergies are driving me a little bit crazy, and my window is open right next to me, but I want the fresh air. And so my brain just feels a little bit fuzzy, and I'm so not ready to go back to work tomorrow, but I will be there. Only 8 weeks left of school or so, and I am just so ready. But I hope everyone's doing well. I will be filming a regular, quote regular, the other stuff that I've been working on, my knitting and some more cross stitch that was not done at Stitch North. I should be filming that this weekend. So hopefully the month of May will have an extra video, and this one will be sort of the bonus. I hope everyone is doing well and enjoying their stitching, and I hope to see you guys